Hi, welcome back. It's your girl Briera, and I'm so happy to be here with you today. I would like to first and foremost thank our heavenly parents, mother, father, source of creation, for giving me this opportunity to be here with you today. I would like to do a quick angel guide oracle reading for the Libras. This will be an angel guide oracle reading that helps to focus on your strength, heart, and guidance at this time. I would like to call on the Holy Spirit and my spirit team to please come to my side to help me deliver divine messages that is of the highest white light. Remember, these messages are general, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. All right, so let's just jump right into your angel guide oracle reading, Libra, and let's see what your strength is at this time and what's in your favor in the current situation. Okay, I hope you're doing good out there, Libra. The song that I was hearing before I started your reading was a song. It's a really beautiful song. I don't know who really sings it, so I'm gonna just sing the part that I was hearing. I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors. That's why I love you. So that was like the song that I was hearing before I got on. So if you know the song, maybe you should go listen to it. Okay. Let's see what your strength is. Oh, we have crown chakra upgrade for your strength, Libra. Crown chakra upgrade. I feel like you have to know that with you being who you are, Libra, and your communication skills, I feel like when it comes to Libras, you all are like the best at communicating. Like, it's like natural born mediators is truly the representation of the Libra zodiac sign. And I feel like with you knowing that about yourself, I feel like you have to continue to allow for the knowledge and the wisdom from within to be unlocked, because it's all about clarifying your mind, unclogging or unclouding your thoughts, okay? And I feel like and I know we like to play off of certain feelings and certain tones, but at the same time, you have to have faith in the unknown. You have to truly believe in the impossible, okay? And allow for yourself to go through the transformation and see the miraculous energies for what they really are while using discernment, though. I feel like there has been a lot of suspiciousness in your energy is what I'm gathering. And I feel like you really have to give yourself reasons why you feel like that, because like not being able to trust someone or a situation is one thing, which you have every right to not trust something, but don't allow for yourself not to see that you have to reach a state of wholeness within in order for you to see that even if a situation isn't for the long run and it's only for a short period of time, it's still beneficial for your wholeness and to unlock more within. And I feel like that's something that you really have to pay attention to at this time, Libra, is that divine connection that makes things be what it is. You constantly being in this energy of compassion, like really finding different ways, or truly finding different ways to open your mind. Maybe meditating and really meditating and focusing on the enlightenment, okay? Reminding yourself that you are enlightened, okay? Like, truly, I am enlightened as you lay in meditation, especially if, and I'm not saying to chase off any unwanted noise in your mind or anything like that, but to reach a clear a clear state. You have to control the process to a certain degree. I'm not saying to control how you are doing things, but control things in a way of which I've gotten this, you know, like say there's a nagging a sound. How about that? There's a sound in your mind, or a song in your mind, and you're trying to do something important regardless of what it is, especially meditating. I feel like, because it does work for me to clear out my mind, I will say a mantra that will help with whatever I am dealing with in the moment. So saying that I am enlightened and constantly saying that will then ease whatever isn't bringing in new information or something else to pay attention to, because sometimes you can get earworms, and that comes from like any situation. It's not just music, it's not just, I'm just giving an example, but you can truly get caught up in thinking the same thoughts over and over again, even when you're meditating, because you're not allowing yourself to have some type of control over your own mind. Yes, you do welcome in these thoughts because they need to be, you know, addressed in a certain way. But until you can truly uncloud your thoughts, you're not going to be able to truly pinpoint what needs to be tackled first. So, doing healthy activities like saying mantras to clear your mind as things keep, you know, I feel like I'm talking to someone that constantly, it's just like stuff constantly keeps coming in, but I feel like you should take a moment, like when that's happening, just like, I am enlightened, and just kind of, you know, until it's done, and then you can move on. But you have to, and I try to stay clear from thinking anything. So when things do come in, you know, I pay attention to. But this is like, I feel like it's something where it's like someone, it's too much noise, and I get that too. I get that, and it's like, okay, so it's all about the crown chakra, truly opening your mind, and, you know, decluttering certain thoughts that, you know, they're beneficial, but you don't want to be in this fearful energy at all, you know, because that is a learned behavior. That truly is a learned behavior. Fearful approaches to things is a learned behavior that can be unlearned. So you just have to be in this energy of knowing that you have to put in the work. You have to be committed and dedicated to want and better for yourself. It's not just going to happen for you. And even if it does just happen for you and you are the one that's laying in a bed of roses now, look at all the work you still have to do just because something was just given to you. And that's where that's where I get like a little bit like, you know, it's not that I don't want help, or I don't need help, or I don't like help, or I don't, you know, want stuff, or I don't need stuff, or I don't like stuff. But at the same time, you have to know when stuff is just given to you, you don't experience things. You're not able to truly open your mind to get to certain understandings and conclusions for yourself. You're not able to see that, you know, if I just use my discernment in certain situations, then this situation wouldn't even unfold it this way, or this situation wouldn't still be going on. So it's about like taking that time to truly clear out the old thoughts, you know, just the old thoughts that is no longer beneficial. They're just no longer beneficial. And that's just what I'm actually feeling like. It's a realization how something is just no longer beneficial to someone because of the holy experiences one has been having. Let's see what the blessings that Libra carry in their heart. The blessings that Libra carry in their heart. The light codes, okay? And I feel like continue to look at the bigger picture, okay, Libra? Because I feel like it's really all about equality, you know, equal give and take, but knowing that it's not easy, you know, like it's not easy. It's not easy to do the work to reach new levels. It's not easy to let go of something that it's not easy to let go of something that you thought was a part of you, like you love so much, even though you wasn't born with it, or you know, you wasn't created to have it with you at all times. And like it's crazy, but it's like it takes you to truly do the work for yourself to see that, man, that was just a part of me and a certain phase of my life, and now I truly have grown out of it. And you want to know how you would know if you grow out of something? If you do return to a certain energy, and although it might still be, you know, what it is or what it was, but something is different, something is off, and it's not what it should be when you have been doing all the work on yourself, like growing spiritually, physically, emotionally, and then to pause that and go and start to entertain or you know, just return to an energy that you had let go of due to you wanting to grow and change and go through transformations that are healthy and beneficial for your wholeness within. It's like you you lose yourself, all the work that you were doing, you lose yourself a little bit when you go back and you start to indulge in those things that you were indulging in, because you are who you are. And that's what I had to see about who I am. I'm like, you know, is this really who I am? Or is this just something that, you know, I used to do because it makes me, you know, who I am, you know? But then when you break it down, right? You break it down, like really, really break it down, and you see the benefits, and you see the things that doesn't work for where you are and where you are trying to go, then you realize that, wow, yeah, I'm just proud of myself for growing out of that. But I also see how detrimental to the soul that experiences can be if you aren't truly doing the work presently, and somehow, you know, you get those urges, or you know, those thoughts of missing situations or people, and then you try to go back to see, like, you know, nothing was really a problem there. So, and I might have just been on some, you know, distancing myself from energies altogether. So, you know, people tend to get summed up when it's time to clean house regardless. So maybe let's just make sure that I didn't accidentally, you know, pause a connection that, or a situation that was supposed to be more than what it was. And then you go back and you see, and you're like, no, no. And there's still no be, like, there's still no nothing, but it's a, you know, I actually love who I am And I don't need that though. Like, I really don't need that. And I really don't, it's not that I don't like it. It's not that, occasionally or whatever, but it's like a everyday or, it definitely has to be like legit once in a blue moon because of someone's mind and their way of actually being who they are, that disturbs things because the ignorance of the fact that it is different. It's like no, because some things that presently was okay wasn't okay in the past, and some things that was okay in the past is not presently okay. So it's like we need to be clear minded. We need to know who we are. We need to be in this energy of upgrading our thought processes and not allowing for ourselves to get wrapped up in the things that did not work out, or the things that just isn't for your highest good and where you are trying to go. And I say, don't don't give yourself an end goal to life, okay? Or anything like that. Is there, whenever we are setting goals, do not say, and my end goal is going to be, and the end goal is this. There is no end goal, because once you reach that end goal, there's something else that's added. There's something else you see. There is no, you're reaching realistic goals every single day. I have this goal that I want this, and this amount of time. So that is the goal. There is no end goal, because the end goal is just to continue on growing and living and loving and learning. So the end goal is continued illumination. That is the only end goal, that continued illumination. Okay. So I know you got to keep up, though. You got to keep up. What's the guidance for Libra? We have 2 that came out. Holy Grail and Lemurian seed codes, okay? And I feel like you have to continue to look for things that are natural, that is natural, and things that you find naturally, or you feel like you find naturally. Don't go feeling like, I promise you, if things are not what they are supposed to be, it will be shown to you in divine time and divine order. That is just life. That is how it works, right? Everything you have thought you did not know, eventually it came to the forefront, didn't it? Like, and didn't, or for some situations, when the situation was brought to the forefront, the timing was the most critical. Like, the timing of a realization was the most critical. So I say, don't continue to allow for yourself to think about the future happiness of it all, instead of trying to think about who, what, when, and why, or having this fear approach to things, because it is what it is, and it's either you're going to adjust and figure out how you can help the next and yourself, or are you going to be in this energy of fear with everything you are doing and everything you are putting out. So not only is your frequency not reaching a new height, no one else that surrounds you. So you have to know that. And I feel like you're very unique, though, and I love you, Libra. I love Libras so much, and I feel like you should forgive yourself. And accept the things that you cannot change, and just understand that it is hard to unlearn learned behaviors. And when it comes to the authority you have, just know that it is directed and realized, yet it's truly receptive, wise, and loving. So when we think about the authority and the power that we possess that isn't truly of love and joy, and I'm not saying that it can't be, a little bit of dark and sadness, because that's what our world is. And no one's saying to take it out completely, but we have more sadness than love. So let's switch up the energy, because that's what's being called for us all to do, is to elevate, is to realize how enlightened we already is. So we don't need to go looking outside of ourselves for certain confirmations, when everything that we need is right here within us. So there's not really much anyone can help us with if we aren't able to figure it out on our own. You get it? I hope so. All right, let's clarify with some tarot, and let's get you up out of here, Libra. What's this crown chakra upgrade? Crown chakra upgrade. I did see the King of Cups. I feel like continue to be fair with your judgments, though, Libra. Continue to be fair with your judgments. And I feel like you do have to believe in the impossible. It's a journey, though. Okay, what's this crown chakra upgrade? Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, Spirit team. We have strength, the Page of Swords, and the Seven of Cups. I feel like, Libra, something is being orchestrated in a certain way because of spying tactics that is going on, or that has been going on for quite some time now. And I feel like it deals with a lot of hidden things, a lot of hidden people, a lot of things that presents themselves to be for you, but then they're not actually for you. They present themselves to be like some type of hero, but then they're really not. They're just some type of hidden enemy, some type of dark entity that doesn't help you to reach personal situations or issues within your own life, but continues to egg it on and also continues to feed this need to feel like, I need to have more, I need to know more, I need to be able to have this and this, I need 7 of these, I need 7 of that, I need 7 of those. It's like, it's too much, and it clouds the vision when you have too many things going on at once. It clouds the vision when you are trying to juggle too many people at once. It really does. And I promise you, someone is being neglected in that situation, regardless of them saying that they're okay with it or not. You have to know the heart and the mind. And you also have to know the power of sexual connections. You say, and I'm a different type of person. I'm already a person that the attachments are very much, they are what they are. I don't consider, I just don't like to be extremely attached to anyone or anything because of who I am. But we're not going to get into that right now. But I'm saying I know the power of a sexual connection and what that can do. And if you bring more people into a sexual connection and someone isn't mature enough to understand their true role, which, even if they are mature enough to understand their true role, it still tugs at the heart and the mind when they cannot be the center, regardless. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. But I'm telling you, when it comes to these relationships and these connections, it tugs at the heart and the mind when your person that you are intimate with, on whatever level it is, isn't the center. Because it definitely gives this juggling too many things and people. It gives this spying. It gives, I need to be in my strength of truly only focusing on what truly matters. Like those thoughts that won't go away even after addressing them. It's not about having many options or many different ways of handling a situation or some type of depression, but it really takes the strength of your mind. The strength of your mind is what it takes, because it is mind over matter. And the more you continue to exercise that, like, no, like, do I really want that? Do I really need that? And the more you say no, the more the miracles just unfold for you. The more you do things that actually, like, I've lived that, so I'm going to choose to do the opposite of what I've already lived. More is given to you every time you do it. Every time. And when you go back, I'm not saying things go wrong or anything like that, but I'm just saying it's just, if you feel like you need a return, there's a lesson there. So learn the lesson and continue to move forward. But I promise you, if something is brought to you and you choose to do the new thing instead of the old thing, you're on your way. And that's just how that goes. Why strength with Page of Swords and Seven of Cups. With Judgment and Nine of Pentacles. So that's what it is. It's like the communication. It's the, are you mature enough to handle this? Are you really able to see that, nobody is trying to do anything but to love, and if anyone can't see the way that no one should get hurt at all, then it is what it is. You continue to stay in your independence, knowing who you are and what you actually bring. Being fair with your judgments. Truly being fair with your judgments, Libra. I feel like, yeah, I don't even know. It's like someone is, it's like, they feel like someone, or it's just given this energy of something or someone is like feeling like a judgment call was made just so that someone will get removed from a position. But that's not even true. It's not even true at all. It's about change. It's about not allowing for the weakness to be the face of anything. Like the weakness, meaning if you have to conduct yourself, let's just use bonnets as a weakness, okay? If you are in public, man or woman, and you have a bonnet on your head and you are trying to sell me a $10 million car, do you really think I'm going to buy a $10 million car from someone wearing a bonnet on their head? I'm just being honest. Don't do that, because I'm just being honest. I'm really being honest. And it's just like, we don't, it's, I'm telling you what I know. I'm telling you what I know. It's like, and don't be all sad. And when people, it's like, we are done with the weakness that is the face of anything. Like, and if you can't, that's a form of weakness. If you can't get up and do your hair every single day, I don't care if you're on an airplane, a train, a bus, in your car, driving to the gas station, walking your dog, taking the children to school. If you cannot get up and do your hair every single day, then I don't want you to be the manager of nothing. Because the only thing you are managing is to exercise the bonnet more than the brush. Okay? Okay. So that's what that is. But you stay in your independence, okay? Let's go ahead. Have the light folds, okay? With the hangman. It's all about seeing things from a higher perspective. You know, being in this energy of wisdom. Knowing that, you know, you have to use your discernment and logic to truly move forward, to truly be able to see your way out of certain situations that may be so abusive to the body, mind, and soul. I feel like don't sacrifice peace, love, and healing energy for material things on any level. Even a person is a material thing because they are something that is outside of yourself, that you will find yourself putting before your needs and wants when it's not necessary for who you are and your development. That's just like putting money. That's just like knowing that you have a gift and you might be really great at it, but rushing to get the financial benefit from what your gift is, you will miss the process of developing it more, so that when it's time, no one's money amount would even come close to what it's really worth, or the value of what your gift truly is. You know, it's trials and tribulations, circumstances that you have to to overcome. What's this Hangman? With the Emperor. Okay? It's all about knowing who you are and knowing that things are how they are because of the spying, because of the gossiping, because of the weakness being the face of things. So we have to communicate in certain ways, and we have to do things in certain ways that may look like something, but definitely is not what it is. So you have to be in this energy of enlightenment in the mind so that you can see really what it is and what it's not. And remember, it all comes back in full circle. The negative emotions, the positive emotions. So really, what do you want for yourself? But yeah, a conviction is coming though. And that judgment is like, someone's like heart is just like, I could just like feel it like I don't know if that's like sadness or just like, but it's not ease. It's just like they're just distraught, like, beyond disbelief, because they kept comparing something. Someone, I can see it too. Like someone keeps comparing something that isn't, you cannot compare something that wasn't even anything to begin with. Like, oh, let's just use the children as an example. You know how I do. It's only been, we got time. Let's just use the children as an example. And I compare my children quite a bit, and I don't mean to. And I don't mean to do it in a way of where I'm constantly like, oh, but Silas was so like this, and then now Kaya's like this, but no, it's a true thing. Like this constant comparing, you will truly miss the beauty of the individual though, and I feel like that's what someone doesn't truly understand about a person or a situation, and that's why it's heavy on someone's heart when it comes to the convictions and the realizations about a situation, because someone truly does, they react, and sometimes they overreact, and sometimes they don't even react. So you never really know what you're getting when it comes to a certain situation. So to constantly try to compare it will actually put you in this energy of convicting yourself, because something is not to be made to look like something that is not. It is what it is. And I'm holding back on this story. I thought it was a good story to share, but I guess it's not really beneficial for you all to know. So I'll hold on to that one. But yeah, don't be in this energy of comparing though. I feel like this is a time to go through a true full body upgrade, a full system upgrade. And don't be afraid about, what someone knows about you, or the potential of what someone can do with the information that they know when it comes to you. I'm telling you, at this point of time where we are right now, if you have been doing presently, these last 4 years have been significant, okay? And I still give people the benefit of the doubt to say that they possibly don't know Era. You know, they probably never met me. They probably never seen me before. So let's give them the benefit of the doubt and say that they have not been here. They don't know any of this and they are just who they are. But I'm telling you, these last 4 years have been very significant for the world as a whole, and especially America. So, I'm saying when it comes to elevating and moving beyond certain energies, that's what it needs to be. And if you have truly been doing that, regardless of falling and having to get back up and stopping and restarting, then you are good. Like you're more than good. But if you haven't, you have been doing things to cause more problems than to fix any, then that's why we are in this energy. So continue to allow for yourself to go through the upgrade. What's this Holy Grail with Lemurian sea codes? The Page of Pentacles. I feel like slow and steady will win your race. Think about the community and your family and know that it's all about taking care of your needs, not being careless with your decisions and choices. And that utility, let's just say utility is something we shouldn't play around with, because that in itself isn't something that benefits the whole. That in itself isn't something that anyone outside of the ones that doesn't understand what their authority actually is wants. So to play around with utility would be suicide for whoever and whatever. Okay? And that's just the honest truth. Because I just feel like we're still thinking that it's about the things the faces that we can see and that we can, communicate with in this way. And that is about that. But something is over that. And then you think about what's over that. And then you know that something must be over that. And then you think about, and then it gets to the whole consciousness. Then once we reach the consciousness, actual consciousness, then we realize that, so we just need to clean up and do what we need to do. We need to remove individuals from positions that demonstrates weakness of whatever it is. Weakness. What's this Knight of Pentacles? With the Five of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. Because I already told Libra the last time, something is not for someone. So something will always be confusing when it's not meant for you. When it's not meant for you, things will continue to seem like it's confusing or illusions or delusion, because it's not truly meant for you. When something is truly meant for you, the clarity will be there. The healing energies will be there. The understandings will be there when it's truly meant for you. Even if you can't comprehend why someone will keep things from you, why someone will just choose not to involve you with things, there's still love and understanding there. There's still compassion and hope for the person or the situation, that they can figure it out and grow. But when it's truly not meant for you, you get none of that. So you continue to have hope. You continue to move forward. You continue to make sure that your defenses is up. That you are focused on the love of your life, regardless of it being a person, a passion, or an animal. It's all about transformation, ending out cycles. Learning new skills, but most importantly, communicating, reflecting. All right, Libra. That's all I have for you, Libra, okay? I do hope something resonated with you. I am sending you peace, love, and light, and until next time.